Hello?
Hello, can you hear me well?
I can hear you very well. Can you hear me?
Uh, yeah.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay. You're in a cafe?
Yeah, that's right.
My
To
name
change the mood. Okay.
to change the mood?
Yeah, that's right.
What do you mean?
Like as usual, I spend time on studying or working at home. But now I want to change like the atmosphere.
Hmm. Or as they say,
A change of scenery.
yeah. They say I needed a change of scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, I got that.
My name is Kingsley. What's yours?
My name is. You can call me Fee.
Fee.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. And where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Very nice. Are you in Vietnam right now?
Yeah, that's right. Do you know Vietnam?
I've heard. I've never been, but it's in my plans. What do you like the most about Vietnam?
A lot of things, but I think I am most keen on food. Like we have a variety of food, and it they are very like delicious, and I'm crazy about food.
As am I. I know what you mean. I love food. Vietnamese food is amazing.
That's right. Have you
Yeah.
ever tried any Vietnamese food, like a pho, such
Phở,
kind of thing?
phở Nam Bô, banh mi.
Bánh mì, yes, right.
But I always I feel food because I'm in Europe eating Vietnamese food. It doesn't feel authentic, even though
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
right.
So I'm like, I've eaten Vietnamese food, but have I really? You know, I mean, if it's pad Thai, if I'm going to have pad Thai, you can buy the noodles in a shop here, so it's not exactly the same thing. It's like, but I've had Vietnamese.
Probably you should travel to Vietnam.
I should. I've never been to that part of the world. I've been everywhere else, but not that side.
Where you
I need.
from?
I'm from London, but originally from Nigeria.
Okay.
So I was born in London, raised. I'm a Nigerian. My parents are Nigerian, so I was raised in Nigeria, and then I currently live in the middle of Europe.
Oh, okay. Honestly, like last year, I intended to travel to the UK for my overseas studying, but
Okay.
because of my long process in my visa application, I couldn't travel to the UK.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Are you still going to go?
Sorry.
Are you still going to go?
No, because I tried twice, and I haven't heard any decision from UKVI. So, uh, I just gave up.
Hmm. Yeah. The UK is a strange one at the moment, to be honest. It's I have a British passport and I'm not even sure whether it's useful. Like, is it the old one, the new one? I don't know. Something. So, what do you do then?
Sorry.
What do you do? Do you work or study?
Okay. No, I have graduated for more than 2 years.
Really? Okay.
Um, yeah. Recently, I have been working as an English instructor for children living in my location.
Wow. Nice. And do you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. What do you like about English?
It allows me to expand my social circle. I mean, I could make friends.
Mm,
I can talk to a lot of people around the world.
mm,
Another thing is like I can uh, access different information resources
mm.
by uh, by in English, of course.
Yeah. Okay. And do you find what would you say is your biggest obstacle with English? Reading, writing, speaking, or listening?
Probably like speaking. Like in the past, when I was in high school education,
Mm,
I was quite confident to talk in English, but recently, I feel like I'm less confident in having conversation in English because now I am a teacher, and
mm,
somehow when I make any mistakes or make any errors in my English, people would like um, criticize or have some uh, like they have some criticism. Yeah, they criticize about my ability.
mm, mm.
They
That's
have
very interesting.
opinions.
Yeah, they have opinions. Everyone has opinions. It's very interesting to hear that. That seems to be the big thing out in the world, which is very amusing to me because the amount of grammatic we I mean, the way grammar is destroyed here amongst the natives, you would find it extremely funny. Yeah, you would be shocked because the grammar is useful, but the thing about speaking grammar is you're not always going to say if you, you're not always going to say it accurately.
Sorry.
Give me a second. Let me try something because this my headphones are a bit tight on my head, so I rarely use them. Is this better?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
it's better.
Yeah. It's like it really presses my head, so I try not to wear it often. So the thing about grammar is a lot of the times, uh, the most amusing thing is how people view grammar outside of the UK and most English-speaking countries. And the idea is that your grammar has to be perfect. You have to, your future, present, past, continuous, particle, first person, second, third. I don't know anymore, but it has to be perfect when you're speaking, and that is not entirely true at all.
Yeah,
Speaking,
yeah.
yeah, speaking is a whole different ball game because and the moment that's something that the moment people realize that you automatically get better with the grammar and everything else. You have to realize like when you're writing, everything you learn in school is to give you a foundation. It's like math. It's like learning your first times table, and you learn to count, then you learn to add. All of that is English. That's the English you learn in school. The one you're going to have in real life with native speakers is somewhat different because it's almost like going from primary school to university, and they throw calculus at you, or doing primary school chemistry, and it's about elements, and then suddenly they throw numbers in there to balance equations, and you're like, what's going on? That's the real English. So, for instance, most of English communication can put, what was it, 58%? In English, the first, where is it? Communication is 58%. Tone, 38%. And I think the rest is language. No, no, no. What is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Actual content is about 22%. Yeah, about 23%, roughly, or 24, something like that. So that is how it is broken down in conversation. Because a lot of the times when you give all the information that you get, like the grammatically correct sentence and everything, you confuse the entire situation. Because conversations in English are not as long as you think. So where someone said, "Where are you from?" and the answer is, "I am from Vietnam." No, Vietnam is the answer. "I am from" are three redundant words because I have already said one of them. Where are you from? So from's out of there. I am, I'm talking to you. So saying I am is just, who else am I going to be? So Vietnam is the answer. Just one word.
Okay. Okay, I
Sometimes
got that.
exactly. And when it comes to tone, also, tone sometimes takes most of the words. So for instance, I don't say, "How are you?" to my friends when I see them. I barely say hi. I say, "Hey," with my tone, "Hey." I can say "hey" in 6 different ways, and it will say a sentence to somebody. Hey, hey, hey. All actions, communication, the body language is most of English. So my point is, when you're speaking, the subject, object, and verb, as you're taught in school, it's a freestyle, which means that most times you may not actually be wrong in English, but because you've learned it in one rigid way, it appears wrong. I'm going shop. Oh, let me say this. What was that one I used? What's up? Is that slang or is that good English? What would you reckon?
It's kind of slang to say hi.
Yeah, no, but to say hi. But that word, those two words are not slang in any sense. Our tone makes it slang.
Okay.
What is up is what is up with you. So what is up with you? What is up? What's up? Or what is up with the situation? Or what is up with this building? Or what's up with
Okay.
this? But because you say what's up, that makes the slang.
Okay.
But it's a perfect English that you could even use in a business meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Your tone will make it formal because at the end of the day, it's just 3 words in English. I'm going shop is slang because I said I'm going shop. I'm going to the shop. However, I have never heard a non-native saying I'm going shop and a native corrected them. You know why? Because in conversation, information matters more than grammar.
Okay.
And no matter what anyone tells you, you will only be criticized where you are right now because everyone is learning in this one rigid form. But that doesn't necessarily mean you were wrong. You're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. In fact, that is why we have words like this in English. And what, uh, look at these three words. These are actual things they say in the UK. I hear at least once a day, if not once every hour. These three words. Do you know what they mean?
No.
No, they have no meaning. The first one is thing. Second one translates as that thing. And the third one translates as what do you call it?
Okay.
So the reason we say these things is because we sometimes cannot remember the words to go with what we're saying. So I can see this can next to you, and it's sitting on
Okay.
the table over there. And I can say, Fee, can you pass me the thingy?
Like
I,
actually,
I,
in my language in Vietnamese,
yeah,
we also have this. We have also we also have one word has the same meaning and has the same uh, using
thing.
like
Yeah,
this.
pass me the thing. Exactly. Pass the and hold on to that thought because I'm going to come back to that because that's the point. Um, do you remember Thingamabob? That's what we would say. Do you remember Thingamabob that we were supposed to do last week Saturday? There's no reason to say Thingamabob, but we will say it. Do you remember Thingamabob? What do you call it? What do you call it? The guy that does the moonwalk. Oh, Michael Jackson. Yeah, him. Can you close the Thingamabob? Because in every language, people have a quick way of saying something to communicate. But then when we go to learn other languages, we forget that that thing is universal. Every language has a form to communicate, but people don't use that form to get better. That's how you get better because that form tells you about the proper form. Because if you learn the proper form, you will never learn the short form. So you're not ready for it when someone says, "Can you pass me the thingy?" You're like, "What are you talking about? It doesn't make sense to you unless you've learned that first before you learn that people say thingy in place of the thing." I'm like, do the thing. I told a teacher the other day in a class, I wanted to tell him to close the curtains so that the projector can shine properly. And instead I said, "Oh, why don't you thingy the thingy so that the thing can thing?" And he was like, "Yeah, you're right." And he closed it. And the students were like, "What did you say?" I was like, "I didn't have time to say all those words. I don't have the energy. English is not about ba 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 ba. English is about ba ba ba. And it means all of this. So it's phrases, it's idioms, it's short, a lot of short words thrown together to make it sound like it's a long flow. But the longer your sentence is, the less the less it communicates. So rule of keeping it simple. Let's do this. Pick a number for me between 1 and 40. Choose
From
any
one
number you
to
like. Yeah, so between
from one
1
to
40.
40.
Choose any number you like between those
15.
numbers.
15.
15. 15 is a good number. Mhm. Oh, okay. That's a nice one. Let's see. Dum, 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 dum. Mhm. Do you know what all of these phrases mean?
Uh, I know cut down, get on with,
Get on.
get on
Yeah, get
with,
on.
uh, short out maybe,
Sort out. Yeah,
and
sort things out.
yeah.
So sort out is to sort something out, resolve.
Okay. Okay.
Get on. Oh yeah, it's get on with. You're right. So get on with somebody. We get on with the get on
Siblings.
with it. Yeah, get on with it. Cut down. I need to cut down
Write your
on my diet.
reviews.
Exactly. How about put by?
No.
Put by is to save.
The same meaning with.
Save to save money for a later use.
Okay.
So you put by some money. It's always to do with money.
Okay.
And now, so you were pretty good with that one actually. How about let me see what 15 will offer you on the other side. Uh, mm, this should be easy enough.
Okay. On the fence means like you are not sure about something.
Exactly.
Or today, like to relax. Is it?
You're gonna relax after. So when you call it a day, it's you're finishing it. I'm calling it a day. I'm done.
Curiosity
Curiosity
killed
killed.
the cat.
Mm.
Now,
That is the most popular one. Funny enough.
maybe. Okay.
Go on. Maybe. What do you think it means?
Sorry.
You said maybe curiosity killed the cat.
Uh, no. Maybe. And I guess the meaning of head to toe. It means
Yeah,
all about something. All of something.
all of it. Yep. From scratch,
No.
from the beginning. It's like from fresh, from anew, from scratch.
Okay.
I've sent you that out that whole page there because
Okay.
I I think you speak very well, B.
Thanks.
You speak very carefully also, which is something I think why you would probably make mistakes because you haven't made a mistake speaking with me, and it's been yeah. So when you're not thinking of making mistakes, you don't make mistakes because you actually know your stuff. But when you're thinking, a lot of the times in English, English is a relaxed language. English is a disrespectful language. I call it a very disrespectful language because it doesn't obey any. It is the only language in the world that does not have a governing body. You know what I mean? So it means you can't say this is how you speak English. It is the only language on the planet. America, it is not their first language because it can't be their first language because they have so many different languages there. But at the same time, there is no governing body for English, which means someone saying you're wrong is technically right, but you can only be as wrong as his knowledge or your knowledge. If he's not native, yeah, speaking English is not about just the classroom. It's every movie you've seen,
Okay.
every musical. Watch movies. I watch a lot of movies and read a dictionary for no reason. Just skim it. I used to read dictionaries. I just used to skim dictionaries. Cartoons. The other day, I have a 7-year-old daughter, and the other day she called me up and she said, "Daddy, I've been playing this game where I kill everyone." And I was like, "Okay." Then she said, "But that's okay because they get reincarnated." I was like, "Re what?" She's like, "Reincarnated. It means brought back from to life." I'm like, "Yeah, I know that. Why do you know that?" You're 7. And she was like, "Oh, I heard it in the Teen Titans cartoon." Okay. Cool. Cartoon is teaching you stuff. Reincarnated at 7. Okay. But that's the thing. Words, language, especially English, it's not rigid. It's fluid. It's grass. It's not a tree. It bends. We have about 140 words being added to the dictionary every year. So things that were wrong yesterday are right today. Yeah. So always remember these things when you're teaching. Because you're teaching kids, feel free to keep it super simple. Don't try and keep it grammatically correct all the time. Sometimes it's not about, the reason isn't because the verb is followed by no. Nobody knows the reason why the word knife has a K in front of it. Nobody. Knife is spelled knife because we don't know. It has a
Yeah,
K right there, but
like we
nobody
have
knows.
no rules in speaking English, in English
The
grammar.
rules are guidelines. So the rules are guidelines to communicate efficiently. But speaking, you're trying to communicate efficiently, which means the more words you have, the less useful they are. So in other words, written or formal is grammar plus details. Social, sorry, conversation, informal, information, plus efficiency in speaking is more important than trying to. I don't care if I have to stop right now and go to the shop downstairs to buy some bread because I am hungry. No, I'm going to the shop. I'll be back. If I need more details, I'll ask you.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm not a police officer. You're not a witness to a crime that you have to give me all the details because it doesn't make sense. Because the more you're telling me, the more it feels like you have a reason to tell, especially in English. It's just,
Like it's a little bit awkward, like, right?
it is, yeah, yeah, efficiency. Hey, how are you? Um, I'll be right back. You don't have to tell me where you're going at what time. If I say when do you wake up, or tell me your daily routine, I don't expect you to say I wake up at 7 a.m. I go to work at 9 a.m. because I'm like, I said, when do you wake up? Clearly, it's morning. Say 7. 7 is enough. Telling me a.m. is not important. It's
Okay.
necessary later, unless you're doing the night shift, in which case you can say, well, actually, I work 7 p.m. Okay, you're doing a night shift. Because in English, a lot of the details are contained in the information already. So you saying, I'm going shop, it's not like, oh, you're wrong. That was bad English. It's like, he's going to the shop. You could have said it properly. I'm going shop. Yeah. You're not because you don't know the right thing, but because you're trying to be even more efficient because you have to go to the shop and you're already moving. So someone going, you know, I go, I hurt my leg. My leg's in a bandage. I go doctors yesterday. I'm not going to say, oh, I went to the doctors. I'm like, oh, good. What did the doctor say? You know what it is. You know that it was wrong. I know it was wrong. We'll deal with it later. And that's how you get better, though. Because the moment you start looking at, oh, I got this wrong, I have to correct myself, then you're not flowing, which means that you're thinking in grammar, which makes you always sound like a machine. Because English isn't like that. English doesn't have time. Hey, what's up? You cool? Yeah, bounce. Hey. Good luck, see. I hope we get to speak again. I think your English is really good. But
Thanks.
try and loosen up. Like, speak to them. You know it.
Yeah,
You know the
got it.
rules. And watch some movies. Trust me, it works. Take care.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.